It's 7:45 in the morning in Zermatt, and sleeping in is not an option. This morning we're at the Hotel Coral for the Frühstück. It's breakfast. Beautiful setting, and we've oh, looks like there'll be plenty to eat. So it's nice, and kind of taking a seat beside the palm tree here. And if we could see it, we'd have a view of the Matterhorn right up there. Seem to be clever things everywhere we look around here. There's another one. I guess if it gets too hot in here, they have blinds that close over those skylights. There's a very nice lobby in the Hotel Coral. And Tana was saying she liked that chair carved from the log, and this very, very old chest here. I like the entry desk there. It's got slabs of slate mixed with the wood. Nice combination. Comfy.
Yes, it would be more comfy for someone taller because their arms have to be up like this. Unless you're really little. Well, that is good.
A little bit of land here, so they're getting ready to build something. It's interesting the scale of the machinery used, though. That would be a dump truck over in Canada. And here it's something that can go on the little pathways. Boy, he's awfully close to those trees. He's got a bucket of something he's delivering. And I was getting a picture of the wood carving. There's a cemetery in the heart of the city, and it's so beautifully maintained. This lady has been here fixing up the floral displays all morning, and there are 3 other workmen in the cemetery as well. Tana was just pointing out that something I hadn't seen in front of each one of these grave sites, there's a lit candle. Yeah, among the we found another cemetery here as well, and I was telling Tana that we could expect to see this. This is a climber's grave site, and you'll notice that the last line is usually "I chose to climb." That one first one was from New York City. Here's another one from North Wales, descending the Hornley Ridge after having climbed the north face of the Matterhorn, December 28th, 76. A lot of the ages are so young. Here's one that's about friends killed together on the Matterhorn and death, and you see one was 22 and the other 19. We're going to head onto the main street now, and you guessed it, here are more groundhogs. I was in contact with someone from back home last night, and apparently groundhogs are protected in our area as well. I know when I was on the farm back in the 1970s, they were considered pests, but apparently they've been put on a protected list even in our area, and they're starting to make a comeback. And there's a nice bronze of a bighorn sheep. And we're going to take a look at the Matterhorn Museum. I guess not right now, because it says it's open at 3 till 6. Hello.
Hey, you!
So this is the church whose bells were kind enough to wake us up this morning. And our hotel is just down that street. Meanwhile, we're back at the main street, Bahnhofstrasse. And Tana is just in one of the souvenir shops right now.
It's just amazing because every store is different. Like, look at it goes down, and look at the building. It's how many hundred years old? They're not just little cut box stores all the same. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. I love it.
Gonna see if this one fits. So a little bit big. School's out for lunch and all the kids are heading home. It looks like it's not just the Mountains and Toblerone bars that are made with peaks around here. There's some bread as well. Here we see more of those flat rocks used to keep the rodents out of the buildings. And flowers just everywhere. We started to get just a little bit of rain. Tana's putting her hood up. And the skies are not clearing, so I don't think we're going to go to Gorner Grot, which is up high, about 10,000 feet, and you get to look around and see the mountains, except today it looks like there's cloud up there. So we're just going to spend some time in Zermatt, and it's certainly a wonderful place to spend a few hours. There's new look.
Keeps the rain off.
Here's a chocolate fountain. And yet another bakery. So we found the Swiss Chalet restaurant, but in this case I don't think they're serving chicken and ribs. Looks like it's more fondue and so on. One thing that is a bit of a shocker when you come here is that you can basically take Canadian prices and double them and maybe even add a bit. Need a place to sit for a little bit, so we're here at McDonald's for a hot chocolate, and apparently you add your own chocolate. There we go. Figuring it out, and it looks like they give you hot milk, then you add your chocolate mix, and then there's sugar if you want that, and then there's a lump of some kind of chocolate. You might just eat that by itself. For a McDonald's, the interior is certainly different. There is a play area for the kids over there, but this is the ceiling. And so the restaurant itself, the serving area is on the first floor, and then you can go up 2 additional floors for seating. Yeah, we're on the second floor right now, which in Germany is actually the first floor, right? There's the ground floor, and then you go up one, and you're at the first floor. It's time for some Swiss chocolate. Chocolates are almost displayed like jewelry. There's a nice selection. Price $130 Canadian. The sun's come out and left the streets very, very shiny. You've got all kinds of dining options here. Everything from nice restaurants, street side to that would be a, well, I guess I don't even need to tell you what that is. If you want a bratwurst or a Weisswurst, carry with you on the street, it's available right there. So as the weather clears, we keep checking to see if we can see the Matterhorn, and that's the base of it, but we're missing the famous peak. Check again later. So now we're heading into the Matterhorn Museum, and for those of you who would like to climb, this poster shows, I guess, one of the most prominent routes. All the way up to 4,476 meters. Now we're heading down, and see, we have, looks like some old time things down there. There's a chapel in here. And Dana was pointing out this very, very old time pump organ.
The candles, so you can see.
Oh, candles.
That's where the
To see the music, I guess, eh?
Yeah. Oh, I'd love to open up, but it probably says, yeah, it says please do not touch.
Lots and lots of slate roofs or rock roofs around here. So we're on the second level. We'll probably see the lower level of these things in a moment. There's a display here about the process of building a hut a long time ago at the 4,000 meter level. I don't think that's a job I would have chosen as my career. It could be a very short career. Display about the evolution of the water bottles starting in 1800. The Matterhorn was first climbed in 1865 on July 14th. And today we're up to that kind of bottle. And Tana is signing the biggest guest book I've ever seen. They have a game of Zermatt here, and the hotels are real hotels. An old trolley for old suitcases. Display says that the first ascent of the Matterhorn, as I said, was in 1865. It was climbed by 7 people. Unfortunately, 4 of those people fell to their death on the way down, and so someone collected one of the ropes, and that was actually the start of this whole museum. Here's the actual piece of rope that broke in 1865. The museum is filled with stories and also mementos. This pick was actually used to rescue people, which is great. There were others where the story is just not so fortunate. It's a model here that traces various ascent paths. Lots of journals, and some of them are in English as well. These sheep look interesting. It's a Belize black-nosed sheep. You can see the horn structure on there. Can't quite decide where to go. One nice touch in the museum is that they have the wildlife represented, unfortunately by stuffed animals, but a raccoon up there, a couple of weasels over here. That would be a golden eagle. Oh no, it's not. Let's see. There's an owl over here, but I'm not sure what kind it is. And somebody's sneaking around on the top of that roof. And another one over here. It's kind of fun. And I almost missed a pair of fix. They say fox down here. This is what the ibex looks like, a young one with an adult.
For carrying someone around, but he must have been pretty important. But you can't say you climbed a mountain if you were carried in a chair. That's cheating.
Some more animals to be identified here. I'm not sure what they are, but they've added enough detail that we even have a stuffed mouse. Well, Tanya needs to rest, so she's heading back to the hotel, but I'm going out to find us some food. And just a little bit of advice for family and friends if you find yourself over here in Zermatt especially. At our hotel, for example, the price for fish and chips is 29 francs. That's 37.50 Canadian for one order of fish and chips. So there is a solution. If you don't want to pay for prices like that for meals all the time, then you go and find the Co-op, which is a nice little grocery store. Prices are far more reasonable. By the way, beers are as cheap as 1 franc, so that'd be $1.29 for a can of beer. So if you're planning on drinking a lot of beer, it's quite cheap. If you plan on eating anything, you might want to find the Co-op too. In this case, it's right near the railway station, so I'll pick up a few things, take them home to the hotel room, and we'll have a nice little supper to include some of the cheese that James and Kelly gave us for and packing away for our trip. So here, by comparison, we have a variety of 3 different kinds of meat, and the price is 4 francs 70, or 4 francs 70. So that'd be probably about $6. That'll make a nice meal. Follow up on that. So 12 francs approximately, maybe $15. Got a can of beer and some bananas for the trip and some meat. And I wonder what Tana thinks of these.
Aww. Oh, they're heart-shaped buns. That is so sweet of you.
And along with the cheese that James and Kelly gave us,
Look.
yes, we are going to have supper.
Yes, we are.
Night is falling.
Yes.
We have a surprise. Come take a look.
There it is. Wow.
Look around. That's the Matterhorn.
Wow. Look at that. Oh my goodness.
Isn't that beautiful?
That's a first sight of the top of it. Wow. Goodness, it's chilly out here. Imagine how cold it must be on the mountain.
Yeah.
Why